I need to do
one
more.
Поїхали.
No, this is for the YouTube one. Maximum, we need to get maximum support and money. Just want to say thanks to QM for Ukraine and Sweden. This is only about $5,000–6,000 worth of tactical medicine. They gave over $30,000 of tactical medicine for this trip for when I come back. So it's really, really big thing. And I want to give a shout out to Sneagle. Yeah, I'm plugging a product. I'm being an influencer, but this is some of the better quality products that they make for tactical products, from magazines. They make a lot of like armor, chest rig carriers, backpacks, and this is one of my favorite, the med packs that they make. They call it a funny pack. But the point is, they give every month. Sneagle's been donating to us. The first I seen was in November. They're selling it. You can buy it in
It's
your own
good
country,
shit and not at stupid prices.
all over Donbas. So big thank you to QM for Ukraine, and big thank you to Sneagle. This is the stuff that I would buy if I was buying it and had the money. So thank you for supporting Hospitalieri.
From all of our medical volunteer battalion hospitaliers, we are saying thank you to all of you, you kind people. We really appreciate for this tactical medical stuff. Thank you very much.
And also thank you for the drones. That's some pretty cool shit too.
Yep.
Thank you.
Слава Україні!
Героям слава! So we got the two good-looking kids here, and I just picked them up. I said, "Hey, do you want to get in my truck? I've got some thermals."
Candies.
Where are we going? Prema prava.
We're going forward.
Yeah, prema. Okay, and don't hit the babushka.
No.
Yeah, who does he think he is?
Nobody.
Being the law, he's a no-namer. He doesn't even have his own YouTube channel. That'd be cool though, like a Ukrainian cops.
We actually have a lot of problem with the police right now. But they've never been on the front lines, and they're constantly like getting into fights with the military guys
Because they don't know how to talk to them and handle. Like, some of the guys are edgy, so if you just be cool with them, they'll be cool. But the cops don't know how to handle that.
Yeah, and sometimes the cops just, you know, go out of their way to cause troubles and whatnot.
So like the cops here aren't like the cops in Le Mans.
No. Like park right in front of the Dmitry mobile.
Right in front of the Dmitry mobile?
Yeah.
Like
Kind of
block,
like
block you
parallel.
in?
Yeah, you can block me in.
One cute little thermal for one cute little girl. Ukrainian women are amazing. This one. I don't want to fix my window, Dmitry. There's real soldiers in this war, and when I rock up like 2 kilometers back from the Peders and they see that, it makes my like dick feel bigger. That's why I like a blown out window. Okay? Because I'm not a
Same reason why
I'm not a fighter. I'm in a medical battalion, but I've seen some shit, okay? I've seen a lot of shit. But I'm not a warrior. There's like 12 more thermals in there, maybe. And we're supplying Uda now as well. What the fuck? And you are?
This is Pixie.
Oh, you're the slut. I can tell right now the way you run at me.
Иди. О, ты боже мой, зайка.
Hello.
This is Kraken.
Kraken.
Yeah, the name her Kraken because she eats everything. Here's your gun, by the way.
Oh, nice. This is the thermal gun.
Yeah, gotta close the door
Sorry,
though.
the drone gun. So this is Zhuzha. Did he send you a text? He forgot to send one of the caps for the front center, but he's going to send us that.
Okay.
So drone guns and axes. That's pretty cool. 333 CR123As.
Yeah.
Let's see this. Rhythmic success.
There you go.
Ah. And that's one box. Is that 300 in here? No.
That's 333.
That's 333 batteries.
Yeah, so the rest,
That's good.
the rest would go here.
Yeah.
Because this box is 400. But they sold us at 60 hryvnias per battery.
That's very, very good price. So that's a
Yeah.
that's $1.50 battery roughly.
Yeah.
How about that? What do you? God.
What?
I've got 2 nice cigars for us.
Oh, nice.
You should have cigars. Marie, she don't smoke cigars.
Yeah, she don't smoke, she don't drink.
Good for you. She'll keep you, because I noticed you lost weight and your skin's looking better. So, and your mother must be very pleased.
She is indeed.
Do you still have the apartment in Kramatorsk?
Yeah.
Nice. You can't say no to it for that price, can you?
Well, it's actively being used. We got all sorts of shit there.
Well, can you see right there without me digging them out?
Yeah, I can see that.
That's a thermal ghillie suit, so it masks all thermal signatures. But we're gonna have to really try it out first before put it to the test. Should I practice on the kishka?
Don't practice on the kishka, practice on that guy.
All right, I won't shoot your cats. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. That's the red dot we bought tonight. 17,000 grivna. That's about $450. This is really good quality. One group in particular likes this particular model, the Latinos in the Legion. And you know them wetbacks, they came here to kill. I got a Picatinny, 10,000. This is one of the better quality. Admittedly, you can get them a lot cheaper, but the quality is there. So this is the TS-35, and in my opinion, for all weapons we have in the war, a TS-35 is probably the most versatile. You can use that on an AK, but it's overkill. It's good for all 308s, and it might even hold up to light machine gun. PSV-14 monocular, night vision. These cost almost $3,000 each. Please stop messaging me saying you can get cheap night vision from China. The refresh rate will not work in movement. 330. CR1. 333.
333.
We should have doubled that. 666. Nice.
Well, you need $1,000 for that.
I didn't have well, I do have $1,000, but we'll start with this for now. 625 mils we've got. So those are 1,250 euros each. 7 19 mil scopes. Those are 900 euros each. 10 11 35 mil scopes at 2,000 euros even. Off the top of the head, how many night vision have you delivered and gone out? There's gone to your guys. They took one in an emergency down to Kherson, to another one of Svetlana's other customers. Yeah, we do that too.
3 went to Max.
3 went to Max. And how many did Freud get?
Freud got...
I want to say 4.
I think he got 4, yeah.
4 total?
I think so.
And how many thermals did he get?
He got 3 thermals, I believe. Or more.
And how many thermals did Max get?
Max is... He said he needs the 35 mil. And he didn't take any of these.
He didn't take any of these. He took in the previous, the Hick Micros. They went out. Yeah. And what else? 2 laser pointers.
He got 2 laser pointers.
2 laser pointers at 1,750 euros. I think $2,500. Ajuja. Anyway, shall we go smoke cigars?
We should get some coffee and smoke some
cigars. We should get some coffee, smoke some cigars. Do you have your cigar?
Yeah, my cigar.
I've got my cigar. Let's go play with some night vision and thermal. I can find the Dmitry. The Dmitry is in the hardest place to find. It's not on the highest mountain in the deepest ocean, in the driest desert. Dmitry is inside of us all.
That's the gay shit I've ever heard.
You're fucking gay. Shut the fuck up. So an IR illuminator will improve, but it will reflect off glass. And also anybody with thermal can detect you. Turn that off. Not quite as bright. No detection. That's a white phosphorus lens there. And there's Dmitry doing some sort of dodgy dealing. Red mode. White hot. Black hot. Night night. So, how you doing? Seriously though.
Well, I personally feel a little bit of tired because a lot of work lately. A lot of work, a lot of work, a lot of volunteer work. We're fixing a lot of cars for the military guys at our car shop. running errands for the commander so he can continue building the drones.
How's the output going now?
The output for the drones?
Yeah, like how many can you get out a week, provided you have the it's all about the components, really.
It's all about the components. I've recently been to the base, base. There are a lot of interesting additions, but I think we can cover that in a different video with the commander present.
Sure, with the drone gun.
With the drone gun, yeah, that'll be great.
Well, I think if he gets a chance to test these drone guns, he'll basically let us do whatever the fuck we want. Under the prospect, and if it's all good to go, and if he can get one.
Yeah.
Everybody's horny over these drone guns right now.
So we've been working on we've been working on this thing. We've had some success previously. Yeah. Where we had a drone reach 10 kilometers into Russian controlled airspace.
Well, this was a while ago. So now we're kosher to talk about that? Now we're kosher to talk about that?
Yeah, we're kosher to talk about that. This was a while ago, but like the amount of tests and fails for us to achieve that, we went through a lot of different components. We went through a lot of different setups. We burned quite a bit of money on R&D.
Yeah.
Research and development. And
you still haven't delivered me a fucking drone yet for my 2500.
I'm still.
Was it 25 or 1500? I can't remember.
It was 1500.
Okay.
It was 1500.
Whenever. It's Ukraine.
We're still actively working on that. It's just like the real story is, you know, we build a drone, we're testing it because the commander, he's a bit of a fucking perfectionist.
Yeah.
He's testing. We crashed the damn thing because one of the tests fails, and we're like, "Fuck, gotta start all over again."
And this is on the fixed wings, right?
This is in the fixed wing. We destroyed quite a bit of drones that way, and every time we're like, "This is the next Brandon drone. This is the one that's gonna live."
They're not really. They're not thinking of me.
Well, I'm thinking of you when I'm building drones.
I'm thinking of you too, Dmitry. No, the thing is, we never talked about the project for a while because this success happened quite some time ago. 10 kilometers into an area that if you watch Jake Bro and Georgie's, like, this area is mentioned every video, and I would think that drone would come up against a lot of anti-drone assets in that area. So anyway, fucking plus, but I just never talked about it anymore because I was told don't talk about it anymore. But now that you're further down the line,
there's also been some sketchy things. We had to remove some sketchy people that, you know, have been not working for the cause, but working to, you know, fill their pockets. So it's once you're working in like a full legal government organization, you're starting to deal with a bunch of shit, which is kind of why like working with volunteers is great, because everybody's here for the cause. Well, most people are here for the cause, and everybody's like, I'm gonna do this for free, I'm gonna give it my all, I'm gonna donate a shit ton of money. And then you got some people who are like, oh, I see $1,000 being transferred through my hands, well, let me lose half of that in my own pocket. That kind of shit. So we had to get rid of a bunch of people like that.
Yeah, you know what, I guess there's no denying it anymore. You know,
the real sad reality,
we have to purge. Like, at every level of government, there's purges happening every day. So
fun story regarding...
I never talk about it, but if you don't know, you know. Now you know. People forget.
If you go to Podil, like, war never happened there. It's like a bunch of people drinking, partying, and all that shit. And, you know, I don't mind the drinking and the partying. Like, let people do whatever they want. It's just that they have absolutely zero understanding of what's happening just 700 kilometers away from here. And 700 kilometers, it's like, that's not a lot. It's a half a day's drive.
Well, it's kind of like this. It's like you don't know what's going on in their heads. Like when everybody sees everybody enjoying themselves. Like today I met up with a VFIP, a very fucking important person who's a personal friend of mine. First time in Ukraine, and he's here on business from the UK. And like he was shocked in a sense, like why aren't these men on the front line? And he's a very intelligent man, and he's here for some important things with Deputy Minister so-and-so. There's like 1 million deputy ministers. But the thing is, you don't know how many people donate every month to their friends in whatever rota, in whatever battalion, whatever brigade. And it's not for me to say what's enough, but there's people giving 10%, 20%, up to 50% of their money. There's people like fucking you who were a volunteer in Donbas for how long, and then you do your job at night and make, like, what do you make?
I can't tell you how much I make.
Why?
It's under NDA.
All right, what's NDA?
Non-disclosure agreement.
Okay, well, anyway, so Dmitry makes a certain salary, a very good salary for Ukraine.
Yeah.
But like you gave so much of your money away, I'm sure you're holding back a bit now because you got a missus and you got to treat her well. But I mean, there was a point where I was like, no, Dmitry, save some money, eat better food.
So
stop eating fucking ramen and pot noodle. Like, eat some, would you like some vegetables or some meat with that?
Now that a lot of my close friends, Brandon, Zheka, Pasha, and some of my other military guys that I've been working with, they finally got to me and they're like, start saving up some cash for yourself. So, you know, I've been actually doing good on that. And my missus is actually like you mentioned, the main point of
well, she's a good woman.
The turning point.
She makes good coffee too, by the way, a barista. Back to Podil and all those people, them hipsters. You know, I had dinner in Podil last night, and I had a dinner with one of Johnny's friends who was at a party last year. Nice girl. She is a lawyer, an internationally employed lawyer, you know, so she's making good money, right? But she's like doing this for this brigade. She knows what's going on. Do you know what I mean? She ain't never been there before. But she's like done a couple times. It ain't her thing, you know. She's a pretty girl. She's, you know, like, she got nice nails. She ain't going to Kramatorsk. She definitely ain't going to Chasiv.
Obviously.
You know what I mean? But she's donating every month. She's, you know what I mean? Like, if she didn't earn that law salary, so like there's a lot of people like you're one of the higher end earners in this country. No, yeah, you are.
I am.
And if you don't have your job, and now with the territorial, and you're still like with volunteers, like anything I ever need, you help me.
I still go on patrols periodically at night. We have, as a territorial defense group, we have like a block post which we cover, and we have 2 to 3 times a week we have like night patrols. And actually, why I touched up on Podil. Podil is our section that we control.
All right.
And I see like
for the hipsters in hipster land.
I see like what I would say normal people. You know, they're behaving. They're not too loud. They're drinking casually. They're not getting shit-faced drunk. They see military guys. They respect. Like, you know, they talk to them with respect.
Yes. And
then you got these guys who just like walk up to you shit-faced drunk and they're like, oh, military guy, Slava Ukraini, and like, to me, I mean, like, well, okay, you know, he's shit-faced drunk. But like, I saw my friends recently took Freud to Podil. He had a little where we had like a sad event
for the funeral.
For the funeral, yeah.
So you went for drinks after? Yeah,
we went for drinks after. And Freud's not the only one who came to Kyiv, you know, for like a little rest time from the front lines.
But it's probably his first time in Kyiv since the war. Like, he's been home to Odessa once.
Yeah, it's his first time.
He's seen his mom for like a half hour prior to that.
what really triggers me though is like I see the reaction of these military guys who are, you know, like Freud's giving it all to his team. He's giving the last fucking bit of his health to maintain like his team in good shape, well equipped, well psychological. He's taking that all in. And when these like drunk people come over and be like, "Oh, Slava Ukraini" to like the military guys, they get this like pained face expression, like, well, it's all great, but like,
we only say that when like a general's around.
What does that mean to you, like, when you say that? Because like these guys are fighting for their country. Jacques is fighting for his family, for his country. I'm here for my friends, for the place I live, for the cats, for my missus. When this drunk guy comes over, what's his meaning behind these words? Like, what is he doing, shit-faced drunk? Because you got all the nice casual people, you know, who are behaving well. They're well-spoken. They're a pleasure to have a conversation with. They can come over and ask you some cool questions about the war.
Or they just say thank you.
They say thank you.
Some people just say "Dakuyu" and leave it at that.
Yeah. They, I've seen, very touching. I was at Terimki a few weeks ago, and this older military guy is sitting there with all his bags and shit. He's going out to the front lines. You can see that. He's kind of like well cleaned, like clothes fresh, but he's got all this gear. He's going to the front lines. He's waiting for his like bus, his teammates. And this elderly couple, the babushkas and the dushkas, they just kind of walk by him and they're like, "Oh, thank you very much," and then they just continue their way. Like respect to those people, respect to those people who donate, but like no respect to people who just, you know, it's martial hour, and you have to come in and you have to tell people like it's time to go home. And then people are like, "Oh, well, you know, we partied till 00 because martial hour starts at 00, but now we can get a taxi, so like, what do you want us to do?" Well, be respectful. You know that martial hour is at 00. Order a fucking taxi an hour early. And then they're like, "Oh no," and then they get in your face, and then you have to push the cops in front of you so they handle that shit. Because like when my commander and with his team, he goes patrolling, he knows how to handle this. But like people like me and some other guys who are like, you know, we can do like a physical warning, so to say.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're not supposed to do that. So we just kind of we stay back. We make sure nobody like gets physical with our commander, but our commander resolves all the things like verbally, and he does it pretty well. But like those people drive me fucking nuts. They don't.
I don't know. They're idiots. Like they'll Slava Ukraine, you know, and it's like, what does it mean to you? Like they don't know what that cost.
It costs a fucking lot.
They don't know what Heroim Slava means.
And
glory to the heroes.
We had to pass rows and rows and rows and rows of graves, fresh fucking graves, to get to the burial spot
for Yoda's funeral.
And
is he from Kyiv, not from Odessa?
I know his wife is from here.
Oh.
Yeah. Or at least she was here.
Yeah.
And you're walking through those rows and you see the names, and they have a like normal graves just have the birth date and death date. This one, all of these graves have a special section for the age, and you see like 21, 22, 25, 27, a few graves in their 30s, few graves in the 40s. Youngest I've seen in the rows was 19. And it's rows and rows and rows and rows. And the part that like really hit is right next to the grave, There was a newly dug grave waiting for a second coffin right after our funeral.
Yeah, the funerals are scheduled. Like, you got an hour, you got hour and a half. Next. And you ever see that, like how they got all the flower sellers outside there? Like the markets, that's a good business right now.
Oh, it's a fucking great business.
And
it's a dark business, but it brings good money.
It brings good money. Tell me something a bit brighter. How long was your mum here? What was that like?
Oh, it was great.
How many years have been since you've seen your mum?
Oh, this is embarrassing.
Because she's in Connecticut, right? Your parents, or is it New York?
New York, Connecticut.
How old's your sister?
Fuck.
I'm not hating on your sister, but she's like way younger than you. She's like she's like 12, 13, 14.
I think she just turned 13. She's about 10 or 11 years younger than me.
What's that like, chilling with your sister? And you've lived here. I mean, you've lived here since you 16, haven't you? No, you've lived here since you were
late 16.
Since late 16. So you're going on 25 now. Like that's like 9 years. You know, what's that like, having a relationship with your sister again? Because I've got a half brother that never knew me. I was 19 when he was born. We quickly found a common language. I hosted up a quick Minecraft server. I still play Minecraft periodically. So she was happy? She was happy, yeah. Nice. Fucking nerds. So your sister's a nerd too, is what you're telling me? Or all kids play Minecraft now? Well, I think a lot of kids play Minecraft right now. I haven't played games in San Andreas, so what do I know? If your life was content, Dmitry, I mean, I have basically monetized you. Fucking monetize this shit. I monetize Masa. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to monetize you. Of course I am. No. But like, a lot of people ask about you. But then when I was editing those videos, those European videos, there's a lot of Dmitry references. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, Dmitry'd like that. Yeah. Was that the missus message, didn't you? No, it's just... when you coming in to get in bed with me, sweetie? Maybe tomorrow we'll test the drone gun. How many drones do we have to commit? Like this, if this thing falls out of the sky, like, it's going to cost you guys money. Well, I think we're testing a drone gun to shoot a drone out of the sky. And we're going to want to try at different distances. And if that drone falls, it's going to cost money. Well, I think we're going to go, like, a little bit of a smart way. We're going to, you know, secure the drone to maybe, like, some trees at a certain distance. Because we have access to pretty large fields. And as long as we... So we got to get a ladder to, like, go up a tree? Maybe. well, I mean... Well, distance is distance. It doesn't matter if it's up or... Distance is distance. But how will we know if the drone falls out of the sky? Like, if it's tied to a string? Well, if it's hovering and tied to a string, we'll have like a bungee cord maybe on it. You know, if it falls, it falls. Ah, so we'll have it tied, and we'll operate the drone. Yeah. And hover. We'll have like a security harness. Like 500 meters back, a kilometer back, whatever. I mean, that would be the logic way to do it. And then it would only fall like 10 feet, but it would like... Yeah, we aren't going to be like... Or maybe we're going to have some sort of test drones, which are designed to fall off. We're going to have to discuss this and plan this thoroughly, because we're not about to go wasting 500 copters. I bet you, like, Americans, they've got like their tax... No, I bet you Americans have... like drone testing facilities with controls where they've got like one of those like blower things like at NASA to keep you floating. So they spend like $100 grand on this thing so they don't break the drone. We just use a fucking string in a tree. Say goodbye to your audience, Dmitry. Bye-bye. Oh, for fuck's sake, Brandon. You have lost weight, I can tell.